All right, I'm excited to talk to you about this update from Mormon Cinema. So it's been a very busy week, but it's been exciting nonetheless. So we're in a research phase, and this is honestly going to have to spread out throughout quite a few videos. So bear with me on this. But today I want to talk to you about one subject in particular, and that is where the Book of Mormon took place. What did it look like? If you were to put any story in the Book of Mormon up on screen, what would it look like? What part of the country? Would it be in North America, South America, Central America, um, East Coast, West Coast? You know, uh, where did it take place? And I know there are a lot of arguments out there about where it took place. And for me, it doesn't matter. It matters, but it's not critical for me to know. Um, what we do know is that they had like mountains, hills, rivers, seas, wildernesses. You know, there were animals and beasts. They had a bunch of different metals like gold, silver, copper, iron. They had iron, steel, um, and we know a few details about how they lived. Like there was a lot of wood. I'm not aware of any stone buildings exactly, but they eventually used cement. There's a lot of different things in the Book of Mormon. Um, Now, I think I'm going to make it in North America because that's where I currently am. However, if anyone decides to make a Book of Mormon movie in South America, by all means, please do. Just let me know when it comes out. I would love to see it. But for right now, North America suits me just fine, and I think it suits the stories in the Book of Mormon just fine. Um, man, there's so much to cover, but I think you guys are going to be excited as to the content that we have waiting for you. Um, we have quite a few stories, but I am curious. I want you guys to share in the comments below some of your thoughts about where the Book of Mormon may have taken place. Actually, scratch that. Don't tell me where you think the Book of Mormon took place. Tell me what you would like to see, you know? Like, what scenic backgrounds would you like to see? Like, where do you think would be a cool place for villages or cities to be built by the ancient inhabitants of the Americas? What would you like to see? What is a history that you haven't been told? You know, we want to bring these things to life. And the truth is, we don't really have that much research to go off of to really ground us in what, you know, what it looked like. We have lots about Rome, we have lots about England and France and China and Japan and places in Africa and the Middle East, Jerusalem, but Jerusalem was destroyed and we still have lots of research on it. But we don't have much on the Nephites or even the Lamanites, and their civilizations evolved over time. We have, there's different descriptions about, what they built their houses with, or how they dressed, or how they went to war in different phases of the Book of Mormon. So it depends what story we want to tell. And seeing that gathering resources takes time and money, assets, we really need to be careful about what story we pick first. And I think if we tell a short film, we have a better chance of success in reaching audiences and in really testing out, like, is this the type of film that we want to see? If we want to see the Book of Mormon come to life, we want to share it with our friends or our family members and not look like idiots and that we're trying to be preachy to them, but really share with them inspiring and impactful and meaningful entertainment, and this is the Book of Mormon is based off a true story, many true stories. It's another testament of Jesus Christ. Every story in there is meant for us in our day, and it's really meant to teach us about the Savior. So whatever story we share, it needs to have that in there. But granted, you can't go wrong with really any of the stories in the Book of Mormon. But share in the comments what story has meant the most to you and what you would be the most excited to share with your friends and your family. But also, what do you think would look the best? These questions matter as we gather resources and as we work week after week, day after day, to bring the stories of the Book of Mormon to life. Anyway, that's enough for now. I will see you next week.